Theoretical Bullshit. This is a response to your video. I just have to say that I completely agree with your video. I consider it the best argument for non-authoritative morality I've seen anywhere, and I would like to expand on it slightly with another idea. First, if anyone viewing this has not seen the video I'm replying to, the link is below. Second, I'm reading because I'm not terribly good on camera. Okay, to my points. I hope to explore in this short video that morality may be linked to an evolutionary process, and that criminal behavior may be an indicator or possibly a byproduct of this process. This idea isn't very mature in my mind yet, but I'd like to hear what others think in order to develop it. As Theoretical Bullshit inferred in his video, if we look at morals in the way biblical literalists do, as unchanging and God-given, then it logically follows that wife-beating and slavery should still be considered moral. The fact of the matter is, if you were to keep slaves in any civilized Western nation today, you would be morally condemned by the overwhelming majority of people. You would be tried for the crime of slavery, and rightfully so. You would be absolutely morally correct according to your God's will, but morally bankrupt by the standards of today. Furthermore, the theist idea that morals are God-given and universal cannot explain why this moral has changed. If God has no issue with enslaving other people, why would we? This question led me to the idea of morals changing over time as a result of our interactions with others and our environment. Morals seem to rise from beliefs, and beliefs are shaped by our interactions. The idea that slavery is moral, in its turn, was a result of the belief that some races of man were better than others, as was the common belief held by most peoples of themselves throughout history. That this is true, at least in early Christian times, is made quite clear in the Bible references on slavery cited by Theoretical Bullshit in his video. The change came as we began to collectively realize that the organisms we called heathens, infidels, barbarians, and other equally dehumanizing things felt pain, for example, when we hit them, and responded the same as we might. Since then, we have collectively learned that all races of human are, on average, at least equal in potential. Since then, the belief that slavery is moral has all been stamped out in the West. Religion did not teach us that slavery was immoral. The evolution of our beliefs did that. From the belief that others felt pain, eventually came the idea that maybe they felt joy and fulfillment the same as we do. Maybe they had the same dreams as us. Maybe even the same aspirations to govern in a just society. Or maybe just the aspiration to live in such a society. I would argue that throughout history, when a change like this affects governments to change policy and structure, it has led more and more toward personal freedom. Through slavery and serfdom to emancipation, our beliefs about what it meant to be human evolved into what we see them as today. Thus changed our morals, and then finally our governments to reflect them. At this point, a theist might say, if this kind of morality is in society, why do we have crime? To answer this, I have to resort a little bit to an analogy for the moment. I'll get back to this after. Suppose you're fishing, and you decide to try a new lure you just bought. Your first cast brings in a fish, and then your second, and the fifth, and the 10th, and so on. You catch a ton of fish. The next day, you find some time to do some more fishing. What are you going to do? The obvious answer is you're going to try to recreate the conditions of your previous success. You will likely go to the same place at the same time and use the same bait until it fails. Then what? Maybe you discount it as an anomaly and discard it. Maybe after several failures you change tactics. But the point is, if it works for long enough, the brain expects it to continue to work. Thus are habits born. So how does this relate to people who act in an immoral manner? Simple. If a person somehow comes to ask themselves if it's easier to get through life stealing than working, and they want to test the hypothesis, they might pull off a few minor thefts. If they don't get caught, they now have positive reinforcement that theft is, though immoral, profitable. This may lead the person in question to defy law and custom to commit crime based on personal gain for no legitimate work. Thus, they will continue to act in an immoral manner until given a reason to change. To be clear, I'm not arguing that this is in fact justified, just that some minds may come to that conclusion based on repeated success at some minor crime. Furthermore, the view of morals as changing to fit society is useful, unlike the God told me to brand of morality, which really is no better than mommy told me to. Oh wait, I'm wrong here. At least when your mom tells you to do something, you know you can trust her. So I guess in conclusion, I should add that this is my first contribution to YouTube. I really wanted to start off with something more directly linked to the creationism evolution debate, but instead I found an idea that I couldn't help but see as a perfect lead-in to explore the idea of morality evolving with the host species. Thank you, Theoretical Bullshit, for making this very clear and insightful video. I hope my response is worthy of at least the time it took to watch. Please everyone comment and rate, tell me what you think of my ideas. If I'm full of crap, I want to know. Also, if you feel like expanding on them, please let me know. I'd like to hear about it. Thanks. I was going through this video and I realized that I missed something rather important. A lot of the basis for the arguments that I came up with today had to do with Aaron Ra's video. It was a 5-part series of him lecturing at a college in Florida. Anyway, it's an excellent video. I will post a link to it below. I suggest you go have a look at it, and thanks for your time.